Okay, this video is going to be on our fourth rigid motion, which is a glide reflection. A glide reflection comes from three composites of reflections. Two of them will be a transformation, that is a translation or a slide by this vector, and the third one will be a reflection. Or I can do the reflection first and then do the slide by the vector. Most of the time, we won't give all three lines. I could have three lines here. Two would have to be parallel for this slide. For this slide to happen, they'd have to be perpendicular to here. But since I have the vector already, I can just slide it. So the first thing I need to do is reflect this over M first. Again, I'm going to do the reflection, two of them with the compass, and I'll do two of them with a ruler, so you remember how to do them both ways. Swing the arc, keep the compass open, that becomes F prime. Do the same thing for L, make an arc, swing that arc, that becomes L prime. Do the same thing for A. Whoops, made it a little too big, let's make it a little smaller. Same thing for A. That's my A prime. Then I have to do G yet. Open it up a little bit bigger. Starting to get craziness on here, hard to see. Oops, I already forgot which one it was. There it is. And I didn't do that by the ruler at all. I find that the compass gives me a more accurate reflection if it doesn't get too crazy. Then I reconnect this. And this will be just the reflection part of the glide reflection. Now, I think it's easier to do my translation with the ruler. So, I measure this translation. It goes from 6 to 3, so it's 3 centimeters long. The only trick is that translation has to be parallel to my reflecting line. So I have to keep my ruler parallel. So I'm going to use this line on my ruler to make sure it's parallel. I'm going to keep the distance between those two lines the same. That way it's staying parallel. There's my A. I'm going to move A up 3 centimeters. That's my new A. I'm going to keep this parallel again. Keep it parallel. Go to G. 3 centimeters on G. It's going to come up to 5. There's my G double prime. Same thing, L. There's parallel. Keep it parallel. Get it over here. Move it maybe to 7. 3 centimeters backwards from 7 gets me to 4. That's my L prime. Same thing for F. There's my ruler. It's parallel. That worked out really nice. It's parallel. 3 centimeters. I'll move it up to 8. Gets me to a 5. Here's my F double prime. Then when I connect those points, these points, A prime, double prime, L double prime, F double prime, to G double prime, back to L double prime, I now have a glide reflection going on. If I needed to have the two other lines of reflection, the L and the N, they would have to be perpendicular to this vector, because that's what my slide does, and they'll be parallel to each other, and it doesn't really matter where I put them as long as I have them perpendicular. So I'm going to put my protractor down, line this up nice. This can be one of my lines. Let me do it in green so it looks a little different than the red. Here's one of my parallel lines. Now, this slide was 3 centimeters, so the parallel lines are half that distance. So I need to go 1.5 centimeters to here. Need to make it perpendicular again. Line that up nice. Attach it to my ruler, make sure it's perpendicular. There's my other one. Now, for it to slide in this direction, I had to do it in the order up and to the left. So L, then N. L is here, N is here, and that makes my vector go this way, twice this distance.